Блять. Hello guys, and this is the Touareg 2004 2.5 TDI, and it just broke down, and I think by the looks it's the turbo, because there was a bit of like a little puff, then there was a bit of smoke from the exhaust, and then a little bit of smoke from underneath the bonnet. So, and I can see that the oil is dripping from the turbo, so it's probably, I spoke to my mechanic as well, and it's probably gonna be the turbo. And then I'm gonna start taking it apart, and I'll update you as I go along. Bye bye. Hello guys. So I am here and I'm gonna start disassembling and see what is broken on my car, because that's where the oil was dripping when I opened the bonnet, when it popped. So I'll get all of this off and then we'll see what's broken on this car, because I want to fix it because I like it a lot and I want to drive it. Okay, see you when I take a little bit off of those pipes. Okay, so as you can see, I've taken off the air filter out, so it gives me more access to where I think the problem will be, because that's where the oil leak was, just underneath the turbo. And the engine doesn't turn for some reason, so I'll just need to take this off. I'll take that out as well to give me even more room. We'll see after I've done that. Okay, so I've taken off the air box for the filter, air filter, and now I'm gonna get into there, taking those apart. I think this one first. Okay, so this is how much have I got off. I've taken all the pipes. The next thing is this thing, EGR I think, and I'm plugging everything with papers, so no contaminants or anything getting in. Okay, thank you for watching and see you in the next video. I will update you on what's happening with my next videos. Thanks, bye. Okay, so I've managed to unscrew most of the top bits around here. Now I can see into my turbo, and it is not pretty. Don't know whether you can see, but it's all smashed. So I can see one of the problems, probably what's wrong with my Touareg. Okay, so I'll try and take this off, and I'll try and take the turbo off, see if we can mend it. Okay, so I've taken all those bolts, which releases the exhaust manifold. Now I need to unscrew those, and the head I'll be using is M10 CRV. I think it's special, or mostly used for Audis or Volkswagens. So I'm gonna release that, and then I'm gonna try and release this exhaust manifold, which will then give me the access to the turbo, and I'll unscrew the turbo and see if I can fix it. Now I've unscrewed those 4 bolts, and this allows me to take off the exhaust manifold. Something is in the way. Probably I'm gonna need 2 hands for this. I had to remove this. I had to remove this pipe here, which goes from here into here, and then I can remove this. So now it doesn't obstruct, and I can remove this beautifully. There we go. Tepalas išmetimo kolektoriuje. Now we can see the turbo. Now we can try and figure out, because I don't know what do I need to unscrew to release this turbo. Also, there's a thermostat in there, so while you're at it, it'd be wise to unscrew that when the turbo is off and change that, since we are here. Okay, so I've literally, to release this, I've just banged with the hammer and it released itself. Now I can take it off. But the turbo is still not free. I need to look for some other screws to release. Okay, so it's been painful, but I finally got it. So that's the support mount from there. Takes it out, and that's the engine support bracket, which was obstructing the 3 bolts underneath that I have to release to get the turbo out. I don't know whether you can see it or not, but there's a 3 bolts, magical bolts, which are obstructed by this to get the turbo out. So now I had to release the engine mount. I had to unscrew the bracket. I had to lift the engine via jack there, because otherwise it wouldn't release. And now I can finally take the turbo out. Finally. Okay, we'll see when I get the turbo out. I'll show you the 3 bolts that were holding the turbo. Now I've got the mount out and I've got the bracket out. Now you can look at those bolts. See those black 3 bolts? I need to unscrew them to release the turbo so I can swap for a new one, or a refurbished one, or might refurbish it myself. But it's been painful, and now I finally near at the end, so I will take this out and we'll see what's the damage inside. You will need M12 CRV inside sprocket to undo those bolts. I have just checked and it fits perfectly. Yes, it's perfect. They all should be the same. Yes, they are. Okay, let's take the turbo out. Okay, just got final screw to undo. They were not very tight. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? One turbo. Suspected. You can see it's all smashed up inside. Okie dokie. It's full of oil. Okay, so that will need to get changed. Looks fine. Looks alright. Full of oil. The exhaust is full of oil. I'm just looking for bits and particles of the turbo, but it doesn't look like there's any inside. There might be in the intercooler pipe, so I will get that out and I will clean it or wash it with petrol, and I'll probably do the same for the intercooler. But I'll start with the pipe, see if there's any bits in the pipe. If there aren't any, then I don't have to take the intercooler out. But yeah, that's the halfway through the fix I am now. Now I have to source another turbo, and I need to put it back all together and see if it drives. Well, I'll see you later on.